Hi listeners, in this bonus episode, we're actually going to step away from Carson for a standalone Halloween special. More story, more commercials, and some fun characters in a not-so-fun situation. Season 1 will resume next week. And now, submitted for your approval, here is Open Frame. Happy Halloween, Light Keepers. In a special standalone episode of Lighthouse Dark, we join Jake Rickets, invited to a bowling alley on Halloween night, where he'll meet his friends, a stranger named Gordon, and a dangerous old man who wanders in off the street. The old man is lost. In some ways, so is Jake. As the clock ticks toward midnight, can Jake help William find what he's looking for? And if he can't, what price must Jake pay? Welcome to a special episode of Lighthouse Dark. Okay, this is evidence. The only reason I'm even recording this is because I want proof that dragging myself out to this bowling alley on Halloween night was a mistake, which my friends are well aware of. This is for you, friends. Hey, watch it! Since when do trick-or-treaters ride skateboards? Alright, let's get this over with. Well, Jake Rickets, as I live and breathe. Good to see you, friend. Hey, Hal. Yeah, you didn't dress up, huh? I didn't know we were supposed to. I see you finally found an excuse to wear that pirate costume, though. Good on you. Yeah, this is Peggy's favorite. The less I know about that, the better. Your friends are over on 7. Size 10? Well, let's see. I just turned 28. I don't think they've grown all year. Here you go, smart Alec. How much do I owe you for the game? The game? You really think they're gonna let you get away with just one? Yeah, good point. How much? Why don't you let Mal ring you up? She could use the practice. It's her first night. Hey, before you go over there, you know any pin chasers? You guys lost another one? Yeah, he just started this morning. Made it to lunchtime. 1:30 rolls around and he's running out of here screaming, saying he'd rather work at a factory than come back here again. I was offended. I like Lucky Chance. It's my favorite bowling alley. You should come around more often then. I would. I know, that's complicated. But hey, if you could get the word out, we're really looking for a new pin chaser. You guys get any trick-or-treaters in here? Oh, well, we got plenty of candy. Or, we did. We're actually out. Hey, you wouldn't be able to pop over to the store and bring some, would you? As tempting as it is to duck out of whatever this is gonna be, I'll pass. Alright, well, like I said, into the counter, talk to Mal. Why can't you just ring me up? Oh, I better get that. Like I said, I'm gonna regret this. Hi. Hey, Mal, is it? I get you something? I'd like to pay for however many games those guys bought. I'm just supposed to know that? You think I go out of my way to make sure I know every little detail about everyone who walks through those doors? I have the life beyond Lucky Chance. I bet you might too. So you want to try that again? Pretty testy for someone dressed like an M&M. I was only kidding. Name's Mallory. Who are you? Jake. From State Farm? What? Nothing. Okay, so it looks like you're paying for 5 games. 5? Oh, jeez. No one's making you play, you know. You don't know my friends. Alright, well you have a good night anyway. Thanks. Hey, I think I see him. Who's that? Jake? Why, it is. Hey, Jake, come on over. You hear that, fellas? That's you, from the night I made the mistake of coming here. Hey, good to see you, pal. It's been a while. Yeah, Miles. Tony. Hey, put her there. This guy likes to shake hands tonight. Okay, so we've got Frankenstein, bolts in your head. Bold look, Tony. Always a card. And what are you supposed to be? Some guy who wandered in off the street? I didn't know this was a costume thing. Hey, Miles, why didn't you dress up? What do you mean I am dressed up? Miles the mailman. You are a mailman. I know, but this is the one night of the year people smile at me for wearing this. Yeah, alright. Did you hear how many games this crazy guy signed us up for? Hey, what's crazy about wanting to spend time with your friends? And we never get to see each other. This is a pretty fun excuse, right? Just as long as we don't run too late. It's Halloween, Tony. Where do you have to be? My fiance gets worried if I'm out too long. His fiance. Look at that, shaking hands, a fiance. Mr. Success here. Oh, I just work hard, that's all.
You should loosen up a little bit. You weren't like this in high school.
I don't think any of us were like this in high school.
Now, you look pretty tense yourself. How's the bar been treating you?
It's fine. The usual regulars. Someone to talk to, at least. Can't complain. Who would listen, right?
Oh, we could all complain. But this is Halloween. I'm ready to chuck a ball down the lane.
Yeah, I guess we should get started. You guys want me to keep score again? Is that how we used to do it? It's been so long. Oh, looks like someone beat me to the punch. Wait a minute, why are there 4 names here? Who's the 4th? Oh, yeah, about that.
It's a packed night. They wouldn't let us reserve the lane unless we had 4 people.
So I'm meeting someone new tonight, huh? You hear that? You people did this.
You going a little crazy there, Jake? Talking into your phone. Are you recording us?
Just as evidence. Evidence of what?
Yeah, what's wrong with getting together every once in a while?
Look, we all know why I'm here. We all know why you dragged me out here on Halloween night.
For a game of bowling, yes.
And yet we're not playing. Why are we not playing yet?
Oh, there he is. Gordon, we're on number 7.
Thanks for that, guys. Oh, he's finally here. How are you, Jake? I'm good. Gordon, is it? Yep. Where'd they find you, Gordon? Did they kidnap you? Blink twice if you're in danger. What? No, I'm just a little hungry.
Oh, aren't we all?
Well, I could eat, but let's do a little bowling first. Time to show you kiddos how it's done.
Even the way he laughs is all businesslike.
Yeah. Look, I know why you both dragged me out here. Can we just get it over with and I can explain to you again why I'm not going to go to the bachelor party?
I don't think it's my place to say anything. It's not my bachelor party.
Hey, could I maybe get a soda or something? I don't have any money. Could one of you just float me a couple bucks?
Later, Gordon.
Yeah, be right with you, pal. Look, I know it's not your place to say. I just don't like dragging stuff out when I know that there's something that someone wants to tell me.
Oh, I know. I understand that, but this is not the Tony you and I grew up with. Everything's a sales pitch with him these days, ever since he got into advertising.
I thought he was always in advertising.
Well, yeah, but now he's a manager.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
What's that, guys? We were just talking about the bolts in your head. Did they come with the costume? Oh, you're right, that laugh is annoying. I don't think it's too bad, but I just met the guy. So, Jake, what do you do for a living? I'm a bartender. It sounds like a good way to meet people. That's a good way to talk to people.
Hey, didn't they promote you yet?
They tried to, but I like where I am. I get too far up that ladder and I won't be able to talk to anyone anymore. Just be stuck in the office all night running the books. So who's the last really interesting person you met? Oh, gin and tonic with a twist of lime? Not sure. No, I meant their name. I don't do names these days. And what do you do, Gordon? Oh, hold that thought. It's my turn. So, Jake, how's the love life treating you? Been dating a lot lately? Breaking some hearts? No, not lately. I'm not really looking at the moment. What? Go on, say it. It's been 7 months. Not that you're counting, right? Well, I mean no offense, I'm just saying. None of us are getting any younger. You have to strike while the iron's hot.
Or at least lukewarm.
You too? Really? It's both of you? Why did you invite me here, Tony? We'll get to that. Yeah, I bet we will. How'd you do, Gordon? Ooh, open frame.
Open frame? What's that?
2 gutter balls in a row.
Oh, sorry, Gordon.
Hey, Miles, can I get a couple bucks for some breadsticks?
Sure, we can get breadsticks. Let's just bowl a few frames first.
Oh, did I mention I'm diabetic? Excuse me, sir, you're gonna want to put that down now. Was that Hal? What's going on up there?
Oh, it doesn't look good.
Maybe just 1 breadstick? I asked you once, politely, to put that down. Now, if you don't do it by the time I count to 3, we're gonna have a real problem, mister. I just want to know where she is. You tell me where she is, and no one gets hurt. I really just want to find her. Could you help me find her? Okay, listen, stop pointing that thing at me.
What is that he's pointing at Hal? Is it a gun?
I don't think so. I wouldn't say gun. It's more like a...
Huh? Taser. That maniac just tased Hal. I knew I shouldn't have come tonight. Are you still talking into that thing? Our friend up there just got tased.
Excuse me, sir. You know you can't just do that. Oh, someone wants to play hero, do they? Now, just put the taser down and we can discuss this like rational young men.
Young men? Take a closer look, Tony.
I don't know who you think you are talking to me like that, young man, but I know full well what I'm doing. Have you seen a woman with short brown hair? Kind of a pixie cut. She has these really large, just adorable glasses. I need to find her. Where is she? Someone here must know. This is Lucky Chance Bowling, right? Yes, sir. You're in a bowling alley. Everything's gonna be fine. No one here means you any harm, right? Just put the taser down and let's talk. Stop telling me what to do. I had enough of that my whole life.
I'm old enough to be your grandfather. Is she here? Has anyone seen her?
I think we're gonna need a better description than that, sir.
Do you have a picture of this woman? Only in my memory.
Hey, sir, while you're over there, could you maybe pass me a pitcher of Coke?
Who's this one?
His name's Gordon. Look, we can't help you, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh, maybe I did come to the wrong place after all. This is Halloween night, right?
Alright, nobody make any sudden moves. I've dealt with a lot of people like this at the bar. It's best to just let them work through things at their own pace. Tony, what are you doing? Hey, he's picking us off one by one. Alright, everybody shut up.
Someone else want to try to tackle the old man? Huh? How about you? You look like you got a problem. You got a problem?
No, sir. I really shouldn't even be here.
I don't like the look in your eye. In fact, I hate it. Let's dance, partner.
Okay, Miles, take my phone. Go into a corner somewhere and call 911. Got it. Oh, hey, while I have it, I found this flash drive in the parking lot. You mind if I see what's on it? What? Just call the cops, Miles. Right? I can't get a signal. Oh, but it looks like the flash drive works.
Say hi to my taser.
This September, donate the gift of blood in a very non-threatening, perfectly legitimate way. Reaperson General Hospital is hosting an emergency blood drive for all do-gooders ages 10 and up. We recently welcomed 6 new doctors to Reaperson. They were disappointed to learn how infrequently we host blood drives. In fact, when we told them, they freaked out. Don't use the regular entrance for blood donations. Dr. Yifton insists you use the back door by the old ambulance bay. Yeah, the one facing the abandoned drugstore. No need to worry about passing out on site. We won't be drawing your blood, just taking it. Take your own blood at home and hand it to Dr. Yifton or his assistant in a clearly marked baggie. Accepting blood bags from 8 p.m. to midnight only. Our new doctors are night owls, but they need their rest. Things get weird when they don't get their rest. Your blood will help save several lives, possibly more than once. And if our new doctors like you enough, well, they'll contact you to donate again, and again, and again. It's really up to them. People need blood now more than ever. That creepy serial attacker is still on the loose. Late September might seem like a bad time to walk around just carrying a bag of your blood, but you'll be safe. Trust us. You know, the great thing about donating your blood to Reaperson is you know that it's gonna go to people who really need it, and won't shut up about needing it either. No, we're glad. We're glad to have them. We're glad to help. Just make sure you stick to all rules. There's a lot more than what I mentioned. They'll all be posted in the ER waiting room, so you're gonna want to stop there first. Now make sure to hold on to that bag of blood nice and tight. We got some weird kleptos around here. So what can I tell you about these new doctors? They're really into blood drives. They're really into giving back. Lately we've been limiting how many people can go back with a loved one, but if these doctors had their way, you'd all be welcome. All at once. Yeah, they're a weird bunch, but they're good at what they do. Donate to the Reaperson General Hospital blood drive now. Oh, and Dr. Yifton is not a vampire. Happy Halloween!
Strangers are spooky, especially on Halloween. There's one way to stay safe this October 31. Enjoy the Frampy Pine Attic Run in Memoriam. Bring the kids for a safe trip to an old attic filled with candy. The scariest costume could win your child a 2-week supply of Choco Snappers, straight from Dr. Dapo's. It could also win them a free therapy session, depending on the severity of their costume. We only have safe candy here. You can trust us because we look like your grandparents. We're holding this special alternative to trunk or treat in honor of Freddie Arpers, who died in his attic eating strawberries last March. Don't worry, he didn't die in this attic. It's the one across the street. But we did hang this nice photo of him on the wall next to the attic steps here. We'll also have fortune tellers and grief counselors. They'll be handing out candy and providing discount services. Everyone will need to clear out by 7:30. My brother and his wife will be back from the pool tournament by then, and the last time they caught a stranger in their attic, I wound up on Dateline. Frampy Pine has always been a tight-knit community, so it shocked all of us when we found out what happened to little Freddie. And to think he was only 17. Mr. and Mrs. Harpers could not be reached for comment, but we trust they're okay with us doing this in Freddie's honor. Those Harpers are one unlucky bunch, but we're glad to have them here in Frampy Pine. In case you're wondering, the strawberries Freddie ate weren't what killed him. It was the ironing board. He hadn't put it away the way his mom told him to. Sometimes we learn from our lessons, and sometimes we die from them. But enough of that. This isn't just a memoriam, it's candy time. Bring as many buckets and bags as you want. If we run out of candy, we'll just send the Harpers to the store. I'm sure they'd be glad to bring some more back. It might be tempting to question our motives. Who are we anyway? Well, the attic run in Memoriam has to be safer than going door to door begging strangers for candy, right? You don't know those people. And trunk or treat, really? How many of you go to church? Of those who do, how many of you actually want to see those people outside of Saturday or Sunday service? No. Come to the Frampy Pine Attic Run in Memoriam. Candy. Memories. Please leave by 7:30.
Okay, I think I have it back on. You okay there, Jake? Come on, there you go. You took a little nap there, buddy, but you're okay.
Miles, what happened? Where's Tony?
Right here.
Isn't there another one?
I'm still here.
Oh, hey, Gary.
It's Gordon.
I don't understand. I was reasonable. I just tried to be a contained, professional, courteous individual. Yeah, 'cause that's the reason people tase each other. Not enough professional, contained individuals. Hey, I'm not the one who tased you, Jake. Where is he?
Who, me? Right here, Sonny. I don't know what got into me. Clearly the woman I'm looking for isn't at this bowling alley, so I'll just try another. And happy Halloween. Sorry about the taser. Huh?
Okay, I'm still half out of it. What's going on?
It's the bowling alley.
It's changing.
This is unreal. This can't be happening.
Where did all the signs go? And where did all the flat screens go? Geez, it looks like the 60s in here. Where did those people come from? Oh, I'm not seeing that right.
You mean the semi-transparent people? Well, if you're seeing things, I am too, buddy.
You guys all see that?
You mean the people who look like ghosts? Yeah. Maybe it's a trick. Maybe it's just Hal pulling a prank on us, Like a Halloween prank. Good old Hal. He still hasn't moved, has he?
Nope.
I can't believe it. This is the place. I finally found it.
Oh, great. Something weird happens and Mr. Taser takes it as a sign.
I'm starting to think you shouldn't have come out tonight.
It's so weird. I don't remember there being an arcade back there.
There wasn't. Hasn't been for years. I haven't seen one here since my granddad babysat me. Even then it was on its way out. There were only a couple arcades back there that even worked.
Something looks weird about them. Besides the fact that they're there at all. It's the shine. Those look new. Like Hal just pulled them off the truck yesterday.
Now what's with that smoke smell?
Cigarette smoke. Well, that explains the thick haze. But smoking's not allowed here.
Okay, this is the place. And you know what that means? It means one of you is lying to me. And until I find out who that is, go back to the arcade. All of you, into the arcade. All the way in. Thank you. All right, now stand clear of the gate. I don't want to hurt anybody here.
Oh, sir, I'm sure we can talk through this. My friend here didn't mean to attack you like that. Apologize, Tony.
I am so sorry, sir.
Now nobody gets out until someone tells me where she is. I'm looking for my Roni. I'm gonna get something to drink and look around. I'll be back.
Hey, wait a minute, sir. What's happening out there? Why does this look like the 60s?
Because it is.
I know. We never should have invited you.
I just want to get out of here and go home.
Don't we all?
Alright, we gotta figure something out. Anyone here have an idea? Anyone? Well, don't glare at me. I didn't do anything. I'm one of the ones who got tased, remember? Nothing. Alright, now let me know if you come up with anything. Miles, you got anything? You deal with some interesting people in your line of work.
Oh, that's just a myth. Most dangerous things I see on a regular basis have tails. What about you, Tony?
Greg, in accounting.
Huh?
We had an accountant named Greg. He lasted 2 weeks. That was it. The first week he was fine, but the second week, he came back from a weekend cookout, claiming to have seen his dead brother. We thought he was joking. When he kept insisting, we thought it was just heat stroke. When he hit the vice president with his car, we knew he'd snapped.
He hit her?
It just grazed her. She was alright in a few weeks. But I worked with him one-on-one a lot during those 2 weeks he was with the company. So I know a thing or two about how to handle people like that.
What did you do?
I spoke to him calmly and told him we were both reasonable adults.
Oh, did you charge him too?
Well, one of us should talk to him, right? One of us should speak on the other's behalf.
You are a bartender.
Oh, I'm not talking to this guy. I don't have the energy.
You like avoiding people like that, don't you?
Really? Now you choose the time to say this?
Well, my whole plan pretty much unraveled when I was tased, Jake.
Sorry, I shouldn't have yelled at you like that. As you know, Tracy and I are planning on getting married in December. You are, of course, invited to the wedding. But I was wondering if you'd maybe like to join in the festivities. and come to the bachelor party. Now don't worry, you won't be the least bit uncomfortable. It's gonna be a classy bachelor party.
You know we go way back, and I'd like to support you. Honestly, I just don't think I have it in me, man. Not yet. May I ask how long you intend to bear this burden? To hold this torch that no one else can see, to balance that chip so precariously on your shoulder. We get it, Tony. Nah, it's fine. Maybe once you've experienced something like I did, you'll see things differently. But until then, I'm sorry, man, the answer's no. Well, think about it. Our SVPs aren't due for 2 weeks. Couldn't you just call me on the phone instead of trapping me here with all these people? Oh, come on, you don't like me any more than I probably like you.
Well, I found the bathroom. Kinda surprised I had to use it. You guys figure out who wants to talk to me yet? I kinda figured that's what happens next. I don't really know. I haven't done this in, well, a year.
You've done this before?
Are you the one who's gonna talk for everyone?
Me? Gosh, no.
How about you, son? I see you trying to avoid eye contact. Look, I'm sorry I tased you back there. I promise if you talk to me, well, I'll put the taser away, okay?
Is he talking to me? I don't want to look.
I think he is.
Pretty sure.
Can I maybe just have a mint? Does anyone have a sugar packet?
Say I agree. Will you let us all go?
That depends on whether we find Veronica.
Go get him, Jake.
We believe in you. Oh, Miles, can I get my phone back? Is that okay, sir? Can he give me my phone back?
You can have your phone. All right, this way. There you go. All right, now you sit there. I don't want you to move. I'm gonna be watching you like a hawk. These eyes, your eyes. Don't move, or I get the taser.
I thought we were gonna be friends.
You have no idea what I've been through. You do not want to test me. Now sit down.
Away from the bowling lanes. They're all bowling lanes. Where do you want me to sit?
The table. Sit on that table. Now give me your phone. Hand it over.
That wasn't part of the deal.
Well, deals change. You give it to me, and leave the flash drive in it. I want to see what's on that thing. I don't trust you. All right, let's see here. Oh, I hit something.
Clowns are getting a bad reputation. They're calling us misunderstood. Or worse, nice. Clowns of the lesser Hillgrove area, hear my voice, and come to a special brunch at the Grackle Inn. There, on August 1st, we'll be discussing how to make clowns seem dangerous again. Why not form a line and stare scowling through the windows of an elementary school? Or better yet, a mental institution. All ideas are welcome. If any ideas scare us, we're off to a good start. Non-clown folk, are you scared? You should be. Clowns are dangerous. If you see one at the store, or lurking by the hiking trail, don't smile and ask if they're lost. Call the cops. It helps their street rep. Want a reason to cancel that clown for your kid's next birthday party? Try this on for size. Very few clowns are ever convicted of murder. Why? They're good at covering their tracks. Which is no small feat with those freakishly large clown shoes. Are you still there, Hillgrove clowns? Don't let the annoying positive talk get to you. You are to be feared. Embrace what books and movies and pop culture made you. Otherwise, who even are you? It is our duty, as living nightmare dolls, to make children laugh, cry, and pray for our death. Remember fun houses? Remember when we were the most feared Halloween ghouls? You know, my mentor was a clown. I met him at my 12th birthday party, looked him up when I was 24, and we've been friends ever since. We're thinking about buying a bakery. But when I met that clown, why, I don't even have words for the amount of fear that paralyzed me, that rooted me right to the spot. That afternoon, by the lawn chairs, where none of my friends had come for my party. But the clown came. He killed 7 people first, but he showed up. That's commitment. And that whole time, I wasn't even thinking about the antics he was doing. I wasn't thinking about the cool balloon animals he was trying to make me, or the water balloon fights he kept coaxing my mom into until she wept openly. My dad tried to tackle him from behind, but that clown was fast. My dad didn't press charges because he knew better. He knew to be afraid. I've lived my life being walked on by others. Not anymore. Now, anytime I'm mad at one of my enemies, and there are many, I just throw on some face paint, pull an old pair of oversized shoes from my closet, and then I just kind of sit there on the lawn in front of my enemy. I don't stare at the door, that would be creepy. I just want to be feared. So I'll sit there playing on my phone for about 10 to 20 minutes, just long enough to make them call the cops, but not so long that I could possibly be caught. I mean, we're clowns, what more do we have? What I'm trying to say is, it's time to take back the night. It's time to take back our throne. Yeah, join me, my pancake-faced brothers and sisters.
Let's make clowns dangerous again.
The brunch starts at 9.
Hello, I'm Steve from Dalton's farm. It's time for the annual Dalton's Haunted Hayride. Now I know what you're thinking. They still haven't found half the folks who went on that thing last year. But good news, we have LED light vests now, and neon illuminated leashes. It's hard to get lost when you light up the night. Oh, that reminds me. All lighters will be confiscated when you arrive at the farm. But don't worry, that serial cornfield arsonist hasn't struck here. Fingers crossed. As a disclaimer, please note that this year's batch of horrific cast members will grab you during the spooky hayride, but only by the wrist and only to make sure we don't lose you somehow. Only 2 of our cast members went missing last year. If your vest batteries die or your neon leash snaps, a nightmare actor will be glad to fix things up for you. If you come alone, you'll be paired with an animal trained to keep you out of trouble and within reasonable reach. My goat, Leela, shocked us all. She's good at what she does. If you try to ignore her, you will black out. What a goat. The corn maze is off limits until we're more comfortable with it. We sent the new neighbor in there 3 days ago and haven't heard back. Now you might hear about all the disappearances over the last year or 2 from Dalton's farms, but you can rest assured that we're not surrounded by psychopaths or like secret killers or anything living just next door. There's no weird suspicious types there. In fact, we're pretty isolated out here. There's just open field as far as you can see, so, you're safe. We don't know why people go missing. We're thinking about installing a fence. We do ask that you bring 2 forms of identification and at least 6 people we can use as your emergency contacts. So, as you can see, we're not trying to lose people, and it's not like they're dying. We don't know what's happening to them. We do advise you accompany all minors. And we also got a special treat this year. It's a stilt walker named Jerry. He's good with the kids. Hey, there's an idea. I'll tell you what. If it's a slow night, why don't you all just walk around with Jerry? I mean, surely we're going to see where he's going. Come to Dalton's spooky haunted hayride. Don't wander off. Halloween is for kids, but what about adults? Parents and single people over 20. Buckle up for Candy Drive, a special, mildly dangerous way to celebrate the season. Participants take turns driving to a secluded part of the forest and doing mostly fake combat with a retired mixed martial artist. This is Halloween for adults who want to earn their treats. Make it back without requiring an ambulance, and you win 6 pounds of chocolate and a medal. We can't tell you exactly where we are, on the off chance this isn't strictly legal, but the next time you're at some place that sells candy, look harder. We'll plant a series of ninja stars with riddles on the back at several local establishments. Follow the stars, and think about wearing a helmet. If you're wondering how many ninja stars you'll have to follow in order to get to this place, that's too bad. We don't know. I don't track this stuff. I want to say 12? I don't know, that number just stands out in my mind. We guarantee the combat won't kill you, provided you're wise enough to quit before the fatal blow. What kinds of treats are we offering? Survive the martial artist, and you'll have your pick of gourmet chocolate, a nice thermos, and tickets to a band you've never heard of, in a place you've never been. Consider this. Last year, the Widow Marla shocked the world by embarking on a candy drive the likes of which we had never seen. Of course, we'd only done it twice before, but still, impressive. The mixed martial artist we got, he was in the hospital for days. Now, the mixed martial artist we got this year is significantly more trained, but you still have a chance. Come on, walk on the edge for once in your life. There are worse ways to indulge a midlife crisis. At least you're not buying a car, or spray painting your head and pretending it's hair. That doesn't mean it's safe. Oh no, it's quite dangerous, even if you know what you're doing. But hey, isn't life? Candy Drive.
Well, just some commercials. Okay. Well, you did a good job just sitting there. That was a long time. Yeah, you wanted to talk for everyone. Let's see what you have to say. Here, come on. Let's take a walk. I don't want any fishy hand signals happening. If you're gonna speak, it's just you.
Whoever you're looking for, I'm sorry, I'm finding it really hard to focus. You see these ghosts too, right? And this whole sudden change to the 60s thing going on, whatever this, I don't know how to describe what I'm seeing. But I know it's not Lucky Chance.
No, it is Lucky Chance. I remember it very vaguely, but quite warmly. It's how it used to be. How it all used to be.
Do you have any idea why it happened? What caused it?
I think I might. I thought you did too, but if you do, you're holding those cards closer to the chest than I'd like.
Well, I was never much of a poker player.
Me neither. You know, they used to call me Paper Cut.
What?
Yeah, I worked at an amusement park as a teenager, and we used to have poker nights after work sometimes. I never bet really big or anything, so I would just kind of linger for a very long time while everyone else slowly went out, folded or went bust. Eventually it was just heads-up poker with me and the one other person left. I never had a chance of winning, and even then I didn't go all in until it was obvious I was going to lose. But I still won back my buy-in, almost every time. Paper cut. Here, let's head back here. See if there's anything by the employee lockers. Maybe she got scared and she's just lying low back here. You never know.
I wasn't really popular enough in high school to play poker or anything like that. You wouldn't know it to look at me, but I'm actually pretty bad with people. And yet I'm a bartender. I don't know.
Oh,
They don't linger, you know? I'm fine with acquaintances. It's just friends where I'm a little iffy. Acquaintances don't really ask much of you. Just fill up their drink and listen to them complain. I don't mind it, really. You know, if you have anything you want to get off your chest, I'm more than happy to listen.
she doesn't seem to be back here, but let's take another look around just in case. So you're a listener, huh? You want my story, do you?
If it would help you to say it to someone, I'm all ears.
You don't really need to know much of my story, but you probably do want to know about Roni. We met in middle school. We didn't actually talk till high school, but I'll never forget where I was the first time she stood up for me. It was outside of the boys' bathroom after third period science in 8th grade. I refused to dissect a frog because the night before I'd had this horrible nightmare about these frog people who knocked on my door, and when I wouldn't answer they followed me out of the second-story window. I didn't break any bones, but the second they hit the ground behind me they started ribbiting and hopping. It was terrifying. Anyway, I said I couldn't dissect a frog because I was pretty sure the one on my table was chasing me in my dreams last night. The whole class laughed, even the teacher. Everyone but Veronica. And I remember she stood up on her chair and said, "Hey, frog people are scary. Cut William some slack."
Oh, that's your name, huh? Well, it's... hi, Bill.
William. Always William. Never Bill. Never liked that name.
So what happened next?
Well, in high school we started dating. Oh, we would go get ice cream every other weekend or so. Went to a few drive-in movies. I couldn't tell you now what we saw.
I guess that's never really the point of those things, is it? At that age?
Why just that age? Maybe it's best I don't find her. What would she want with me now, anyway? After what I've become, whatever this is.
Even if you don't find her, you're still you. A few years ago, I was visiting my mom, and I went into cardiac arrest. And when I woke up in the hospital, about a week later, they told me I'd been in a coma. This girl, I always think of them as girl for some reason. This young woman I'd had a crush on, she was a coworker of mine, came to visit me almost every day. And she would sit next to my hospital bed singing hymns to me. And somehow I took that to mean, she wants me. Of course, every time she sang to me, I just liked her more. I started to get the nerve up to ask her out, right there in the hospital. And mind you, I was only wearing a gown at the time, and boxers. But that was it. And somehow I got it into my head that this was the perfect time to ask her on a date. Because when you picture the person of your dreams, aren't they always on a stretcher? So one day, we were walking down the hall in the ICU, and I finally stopped and I said, "You want to go out with me?" She said, "I never say never, but not right now." And we had grown really close before my, heart attack. We grew closer after. I helped her plan her sister's birthday party. I even helped bail her dad out of jail once. We lost touch. She moved away. I think she's married now. But I couldn't move on. And now my friend wants me to go to his bachelor party. Why am I telling you this? You don't care. Sir, I don't know where Veronica is, but none of us deserve to be trapped here. You know that. You seem like a nice enough guy. Is this the first time you used a taser?
Yeah, how'd you know?
You looked more startled than the people you took down.
Yeah, I guess it's something you gotta work on. Let's just check a few more places first, okay? I don't want to miss her if she's here. I don't get to check that often.
What do you mean, check that often?
You haven't figured it out yet? I'm dead, kid. My name's William Bartholomew. If you look at enough obits, you'll probably find me. Yeah, what's that thing you guys got now? The internet. Yeah. I seem to wake up every year on Halloween. I have the whole day and night to myself, and then I fall asleep again for another year, the whole year, 365 days. I don't know if it's unfinished business or some cruel trick, or if I'm not fully dead, if this is limbo. I don't know what's going on. I know I need Roni. I just want to see her one more time. Maybe share a memory or a milkshake. Once the bowling alley transformed like that, I thought it was a sign from her. I know that's stupid.
No.
Yeah, it is. It's stupid. It's so stupid. Maybe I should just tase myself, get it over with, huh? It's not like I'd feel it. I'm dead.
Well, maybe we're not done looking. Maybe there's other places we can try. There's gotta be a few, right?
I don't know. Maybe I should just let you go.
But that's a good idea, too. Yeah, just out of curiosity, when do you usually fall asleep for a year?
Usually it's midnight, sometimes 5 after. I don't know who hits the timer. How much longer do I have this year?
Looks like about an hour and a half.
Huh? Well, I'll tell you what. You're not half bad. And most people wouldn't forgive me for the taser thing. I've done it a couple other times, other years, other bowling alleys. I just can never find her. We just loved bowling. There wasn't a specific alley that we liked. That's why it's been so hard to track her down.
So you just been going from bowling alley to bowling alley every year on Halloween?
I didn't always use a taser. I only bought that thing when I started to get desperate. So many bowling alleys. But none of them did this. None of them changed. I don't know. If I let you go, will I ever find her? I'll tell you what. I'll make you a deal. But first, let's go back to your friends. Come on.
No taser?
Back to your friends.
Jeez, okay, sorry.
That's right. There. And don't you forget what I told you, Jake.
You're not throwing me back in here, are you?
That's up to you. I challenge you to 9 frames of bowling. Just you and me, mano a mano. If you can beat me, I'll let you all go. If you lose, you all stay here until I find Roni. Do we have a deal?
So much for having Jake talk to him. You guys dragged me all the way out here and you still don't have faith in me. What is wrong with you? Tony, you used to be the life of the party. Now you got some stick up your...
Hey.
And Miles, you were at the hospital with me every day. Now you don't even call. I'm sorry, I get busy. You know how it is. I know we all get busy. I'm sorry. It's not fair of me to judge you guys. I'm the one who stopped going out, and we may have had some differences over the years. But you're my friends. And the rest of you, no, I don't know who you are. But I'll do it. I'll do it! You and me, William. 9 frames. It's on.
Oh, good. I miss bowling.
Miles, hold on to this for me. Will do. Oh, something's blinking at me. The only thing scary about the season is those unhinged sandwich makers at Heaven's Hoagies. I bet they don't even have a maze. Stop by Bread Boys for a tasty sub. While you're here, try our Boolicious Labyrinth. That's right, we've turned our stockroom into a makeshift maze. And we've got a bigger stockroom than you think. Employees will be handing out water cups at the 12-minute mark. Complete the maze in under 30 minutes and get a free sweatshirt. It glows in the dark. Plus, be sure to try a blister-baked bread basket. The green stuff's not mold, it's just for Halloween. Probably. Featuring extra slimy ham, to celebrate the season. Feeling adventurous this Halloween night? Try our mass grave sub. It's packed with all kinds of different meats. We can't name most of them, no matter how much the FDA insists on it. Halloween is a time for sharing. That's why subs are limited to 1 purchase per 2 people this October 24th through the 31st. But you'll still pay for 2. It's a bread shortage thing. You'll get it. While you're working your way through the maze, keep an ear open for a player piano. That's right, we rented one from an old ice cream place. What does it play? We can't quite put our finger on it, but it keeps us up at night. And before you ask, yes, our mayonnaise is supposed to be chunky. I bet Heaven's Hoagies doesn't have chunky mayonnaise. That's why you come here, for the Bread Boys difference. This is Bread Boys. Yeah, you can eat this. Good evening. Welcome to the pier. It's time for some magic. But this isn't your typical card trick stuff. No. If it was, why would I have this large cage right here? Right here. Thank you, Donnie. In less than 6 minutes, I will lock my brave assistant inside this cage, and I will wave my arms in wide gestures. In doing so, I will use my magic to both lower him into the turbulent ocean below and free him from the metal death trap he has so bravely offered to enter. Isn't that right, Donnie? My mom doesn't know I'm here. Nobody knows I'm here. I probably should have told someone I'm here. Donnie's a little nervous, but you're a good swimmer, right?
Okay, in you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I, the great Randango, am well aware of the turmoil my assistant has valiantly volunteered to endure on my behalf. I'll be doing it next Tuesday. But now, Donnie, he won't die, don't worry. I have everything under control. These powers I have, they're different from those supposedly held by other magicians. Notice my air quotes? Harry Houdini did death-defying escapes. David Blaine escaped from things, too. People like Lance Burton and Chris Angel have their own shows in Vegas. Penn and Teller, well, my hat goes off to those two. I don't know how they do half of that stuff. But none of them can boast the real magic coursing through my veins and out, shooting out through my fingertips like lightning. Yeah! What better night than Halloween to show what I can really do? That community theater on Main will regret not letting me do my act. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I probably should have written something. Perhaps I'll tell you a little bit about old Randango. You see, I got into magic completely by accident. My mother pulled a prank on me when I was 12. I came home late from my friend's house, and she was so tired of that happening, she played dead for 12 hours. It was nerve-wracking. The police had a long talk with her afterwards. Several years of therapy, and 2 dads later, I realized what was so special about that night. She taught me a lesson. Magic. Are you ready, everybody? Are you ready, Donnie?
Could you tell someone where I am? Like my dad, my brother, anyone?
Oh, Donnie, don't be so dramatic. Okay, here we go. Everybody stand back. Give him a wide berth. Now watch as I wave my arms in seemingly random ways. But if they're so random, why is the cage lowering into the ocean? Yes, he's almost completely submerged now. All right, let me just push a little farther. Yeah, there it is. There it goes. And now he's completely submerged, folks. Don't panic. He's probably still alive. Never fear. The great Randango will save this young man. Now, with the help of a few of you, I will lift the cage. I can't do the lifting by myself. The magic only goes one way. I can lower it and I can free Donnie, but I can't really lift the cage. Could somebody help me? You, sir. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Ah, yes. Gasp as you realize the cage is empty. Where has Donnie gone?
I can't swim. I can't swim. I'm not choking.
Wow, the fish are really jumping tonight. As you can see, Donnie is gone. Where have I placed him? I get the feeling we're about to find out. You don't hear anything weird anymore, do you? Oh, the splashing has ceased. There are no more weird voices that you might mistake for cries of help. On this, the night of Halloween, the great Fandango has achieved the impossible. Come on out, Donnie, take a bow. Donnie? Oh, he's trying to upstage the magician now. Yes. Hello, Donnie. Here he is. Here's Donnie.
I'm gonna sue you for everything you're worth.
See, Donnie? You swam just fine when you had to.
It's not about the swimming. You stole my trick.
As you know, as you all know, the great Randango never stays in one place for very long.
That's because his checks bounce.
Okay, tonight's over. Happy Halloween. Go trick-or-treat and have some candy. This has been the great Randango. Who wants to play darts? You look like a worthy opponent. Try your luck at Darts After Dark. Meet me at the lotto machine next to the lobster tank in Garrett Grocer Groceries. From there, we'll go to my longtime friend Felix's house. He's hosting an invitational darts tournament, and you're all invited. It's in his basement. Please ignore the people in cages. They're just dart players who beat Felix. Now they help him out, offering tips on racking up those points. Don't worry, they're not trapped. They can leave anytime they want, if they run fast enough. Do you like neon light? Felix's basement is filled with it. The darts glow too. At the end of each round, Felix kills the lights for one last throw. You'll have to aim for the bullseye with nothing but your memory to guide your throwing hand. And if you hit that bullseye, Felix will call you a cheater and escort you to a cage. If you miss, you get a year's supply of snack mix, a trophy, and a copy of the letter you'll sign promising not to tell anyone about this place. How much will playing against Felix cost you? 40 quarters, and so much more. But don't worry, he's not as dangerous as he looks. And sometimes you'll close one eye, and you'll stare long and hard at that bullseye, trying, as hard as you can, to ignore the heavy breathing right next to your ear and the smell of Felix's sweat.
Sometimes, if you take too long, you can hear this deep, throaty chuckle start. That's Felix's tell. It tells you better throw it, because if you don't, he's just gonna put you in a cage anyway. He's a very impatient individual. But we've been friends forever, and I'd trust him with my life. Most times. I used to play darts all the time, and I've never beaten Felix. But my wife did. Sometimes Felix even lets me slide the food through the slot in her cage door. I love you, Candy. I'm not supposed to recommend you throw the game when you play Felix, but if you have loved ones, or you value your life in any way whatsoever, maybe go easy on the guy with a dartboard in the basement and cages all around. Might be wise. Either way, what else are you gonna do tonight? There's nothing quite like darts after dark. Remember, the lobster tank in Garrett's Grocer Groceries. If my eyes are red when you find me, and I'm still crying, just give me a minute. Even old people deserve to be scared. Come visit your grandpa or other loved one you've forgotten at Twilight Time Nursing Home this October. Every Wednesday this month, it's Fright Night. We'll throw capable patients into wheelchairs they don't need and roll them down a dark hallway with Death himself standing at the end of it. Don't worry, that's just our favorite custodian, Clyde. He made parole again. We're not torturing our nursing home residents. We're reminding them what it's like to be a kid. If you want to take part in the fun but don't have a relative here, you can be on stroke patrol. We do mean well, and some of our patients love Fright Night, but accidents happen. Hey, here's a fun one. Spread some red jam on your shirt and throw yourself in the hamper down by the laundry machines. Oh, our custodial staff just loves that. For those nursing home residents with especially good hearts, we've gathered a few pictures of their loved ones, and we can show them to you so you can dress up like one of them and just kind of mess with them a little. But don't go too far. Again, we love these people, and the point of Fright Night isn't to scare them to death, it's just to scare them a little bit, just enough to take their medicine, which is all legally prescribed, I'm assured. Granted, I was asking where the bathroom was when the nurses told me, but still. Every year we end Fright Night with a rousing round of kumbaya. We even let our diabetic patients have a little candy. And to all the agencies who continuously try to shut us down just for having a little fun, we'd like to say, kids do it all the time. Look at Halloween, look at Trick or Treat. People like to be scared, even if they forget they like to be scared. A lot of people in nursing homes know that death is just around the corner, but they don't get that thrill you get when you think, whoa, might be now. Now, one day a year, for as long as we're legally allowed to, they can. Terrify your loved one enough, and you won't have to remember to visit them every month or two. Celebrate Fright Night at Twilight Time Nursing Home, where the only thing scarier than that dark thing down the hall is the ticking clock we all hear in our heads. Sorry about that. I don't know what just happened. Maybe you should take this back, Jake. Oh, wait, sir, is it...
I don't care. Come on, we're losing time.
Are you in a hurry or something?
Watch it.
Look, everyone, I'm gonna try to get us out of here as soon as possible, okay?
That shouldn't be comforting to anyone. I've seen him bowl.
Gee, thanks, Tony. Have I mentioned I'm not going to your bachelor party?
Don't give me a firm answer yet. There's still plenty of time to RSVP.
RSVP? What happened to you, Tony?
It's at least an hour past my shift. Can you maybe hurry this up?
Yeah, don't worry. I've never let an M&M down.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, that was painful.
Yeah, tell me about it.
You got a thing for her.
No, I just met her like half an hour ago.
Yeah, I saw the look in your eye.
There's no look in my eye. I'm not wired that way anymore.
You don't like girls?
I don't like anyone, romantically.
Pass me that ball.
Still kind of weird to me that you can feel stuff, being dead.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten used to it myself. Alright, let's type our initials in.
Does that really matter?
If we're gonna play the game, we're gonna play it right.
Alright, but remember, we're down at just over an hour.
I know. Maybe something will come to you while we bowl. And maybe that way I can let you go once I beat you.
Wait, you don't intend to let me go?
We're part of this transaction, don't you understand, kid? And step back, I'm gonna go.
Wait a minute, I thought we bonded back there.
Bonded? Are you nuts? I'm looking for Roni, that's all I care about. Step back, kid, you're cramping my style.
Style? Who are you trying to impress? These spirit people can't see you.
Maybe they can sense me. Maybe they can sense greatness rolling down the lane.
Yeah, boy, were you always this cocky?
Yeah, that comes with age. Anyway, shut up. I'm up again. Hey, why are you still recording?
Oh, is this recording? You probably don't need it right now.
All right, just one frame left. Don't choke now. Hey, why'd you turn that thing back on?
What, you want me to turn it off? Yeah, you probably don't want witnesses, do you?
No, I'd love witnesses. I'd like anybody to remember my name. Nobody talks about me after I haunt them.
Alright, frame 9. You know, this might not be my last frame.
I'm beating you by 8 pins, and it's only 8 because I kinda like you.
Well, you have a funny way of showing it.
Hey, wait, don't throw the ball yet. Let's talk. Let's go back there, back by the pretzel stand, out of sight of the arcade.
Look, I don't know where this Veronica, Roni, whoever is. I've never heard of her before. I've never seen that woman you showed me in the picture. Frankly, I don't know why you're keeping us here. We clearly cannot help you.
Awful testy for a bartender. I thought you'd have more patience.
Yeah, well, it's been a long night.
Long night for you. I'm about to fall asleep, wake up, and wonder which bowling alley to check next. Kind of a miserable existence.
You know, you don't do yourself any favors with that taser.
I told you, I barely know how to use this.
Yeah. So what do you want to talk about back here? The fact that you're going to keep me here after you beat me? Is that it? I already know that.
No, actually, kind of a silly reason, really. And friend of yours there, that Tony. I was just wondering why you won't go to his bachelor party.
You can't be serious.
All I'm saying is, it's an opportunity to meet someone.
Oh, not you two. Seriously? A ghost is giving me love advice now?
Hey, slow down. I didn't say anything about love. But you never know what can happen until you put yourself out there. If you don't put yourself out there, well, nothing will happen. That's a fact.
Let me tell you something, William. I'm happy being alone. I'm comfortable being alone. Miles and Tony have always been there for me, and they always will. They don't judge me based on how available I am. We're friends. That's what friends do. They're there for each other.
Yeah, always there for each other. Just from a distance, right?
And how long does it take to find the love of your life? You ever stop to think maybe she doesn't want to be found, William?
I judged you wrong. Get your ball. This ends now.
Tough talk for a dead guy.
Trying for an open frame, huh? Everybody back there at the arcade, they're not staring at you because they like you. They're not even staring at you because they think you can do it. They're staring at you because they know you're a failure. It's why you never try anything anymore, Jake. You're a failure. Now go ahead, what are you waiting for? Throw the ball. Fail again. Prove them right. Takes a lot less effort than proving them wrong, doesn't it?
Come on, Jake. You can do this. Here goes nothing.
Ooh, one shy.
Wait a minute. There's one. Never mind.
Oh, it's nice when that crucial pin falls in the movie, isn't it? Not in real life, kid. All right, let's head to the arcade.
No.
Oh, what did you say?
I said no. Now what are you gonna do, tase me?
I don't need to.
What? I'll get off. Get off me, what are you doing? Oh, come on, man, that's my dominant arm. Where are you getting this strength from?
I was a backyard wrestler.
Okay, fine. Fine, you got me. I can't move. Got everyone at the arcade staring at me. Is this what you want? I'm sorry, everyone. I let you down. I couldn't win. I don't know what he's gonna do, but if anyone's got another idea, speak up or forever hold your peace. Wait, what's that sound? I thought you said you weren't good with tasers.
What can I say? I'm a good liar. That's the nice thing about dying year after year. Lying doesn't bother you so much anymore.
Jake, your phone. Slide it. Get ready for the juice. You got it, Tony? I think I know how to pick up a phone. Whoops, what'd I hit?
Open just one night a year, on the first full moon of October, Props 100 is back. Some prop stores like to exaggerate about the quality of their demon masks or scarecrow costumes. Not us. We keep it 100. Come inside for the realest looking props you've ever seen. Look at this foot with dried blood on the ankle, where it was severed. Huh? A real conversation starter. And how about this mask that looks so real you can practically smell the formaldehyde? Each spooky prop comes with a pamphlet at Props 100. These pamphlets provide fun little stories about the unfortunate owners of these appendages. Stories that are in no way true. These people-sized props over here are our favorite. Look at that. Look, doesn't that look like something we stole off a cadaver farm? Well, it's not. It's the perfect way to welcome trick-or-treaters and make sure they never stop at your house again. You're going to see a lot of toe rings in the bowl by the door, some of them still on the toe. It has nothing to do with a vagabond who couldn't keep a girlfriend. These props look so real that people will ask where you bought them. We ask that you not mention Props 100.
Please, we couldn't handle all the publicity. We only have so many feet and arms and props, and we can only replenish them every once in a while. It's grisly hard work obtaining these not limbs and things. We only offer adult-sized arms, hands, legs, fingers, and whatnot. There's also a candy bowl by the door. And don't mix that up with the toe ring bowl. If I had a nickel. Halloween is coming, which means the authorities won't be after us quite as hot and heavy as they usually are. I think they're just jealous of success. I mean, look at this. Look at this arm with a conductor's hat hanging on the shoulder socket. Makes you want to ride a train and just wave this thing out the window, doesn't it? Yeah. These are props. Look around. We're not lying. We're props 100. Everything you see is 100% fake. I'm here at the Worthington house to speak with a young man who has a really interesting Halloween surprise for us. Dylan, is it?
Yeah, Dylan. D-I-L-L-O-N. Dylan, yeah.
Before we talk to Dylan, I've been asked to inform everyone that this was not the station's idea. I don't have the best track record when it comes to sniffing out good stories for live feeds. But I think it's safe to say no one's going to be cursing up a storm this time, right, Dylan?
It's cloudy.
Yeah, okay, kid. So tell us, Dylan, your grandma doesn't usually like Halloween, is that right?
Yeah, she hates it. I've always loved it, but she doesn't.
Okay, and why did you ask me out here? It kind of feels like something I should have cleared up on the phone.
I went shopping with her at the mall last weekend, and I kept telling her all the cool candy I want to get for Halloween. And she finally took me into this store where I could buy a costume, but it looked a lot like a Boss Cobb's.
And what are you supposed to be, young Dylan?
See, I got this Hawaiian shirt, and she bought me this sun hat and these shades. It's so cool. I even got a little suntan lotion to put a little bit on my nose there. Oh, and sandals. I love the sandals.
That's your costume, is it?
Uh-huh.
What are you supposed to be?
Grandma said a guy on vacation 2 weeks from a nervous breakdown.
Well, she's got a good eye. So, Dylan, where is your grandma?
Oh, yeah. Here, come over here. Look. So she was warning me that she would never go anywhere with me again if I wouldn't shut up about Halloween and trick-or-treating and candy and all the good stuff. And I said, but Granny, I love you. You're my granny. And I usually talk to her a few times a week, but she stopped returning my calls. So I thought I made her mad. She called and told me to come over for a surprise, but to give her a few hours first. She sounded so happy on the phone. So I came over, and I haven't talked to her yet, but over here.
So she hated Halloween, but now she loves it, huh? What a sweet surprise. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. A woman who loves her grandson so much, she decided to start loving the one holiday she absolutely hated.
Yeah, here, watch the tree branch. Here, see, look. I thought she wasn't in the Halloween spirit, but she was tricking me the whole time, just to surprise me on Halloween night. Oh, come on, Granny, come on. You can come out now. Granny, what are you doing? Come on. I bet she fell asleep in there.
Dylan? Is that a coffin?
Oh, isn't it great? Here, help me lift the lid. I want to hug her.
Let's see if we can get this thing open and talk to the woman of the hour, huh? Yeah. Oh, Pete, calm down. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, Grandma. Why aren't you hugging me back?
Oh, no. Oh, Pete, what are you doing? Cut the feed.
Granny? Are you worried about how you'll smell when you die? That's what After Scent is for. Starting this Thursday, save 7% on our After Scent watch diffusers. When your heart stops beating, our watches will release a pleasant scent of your choosing. Strawberries, pancakes, lavender, green. Of course, you won't smell it. You'll be dead. But whoever finds you will at least have a pleasant memory to associate with the shocking discovery. Or a new reason to hate waffles. These watch diffusers also make great gifts. They look and function just like regular watches, too. So the gift recipient will be none the wiser. You might love that dead body, but let me tell you something. Those things reek. Act now and we'll throw in a generic thunderstorm-scented air freshener, just in case you die in the car on a really hot day. Our CEO came up with the idea for After Scent after a boating trip out west. He had taken his feeble father along with him to do some bonding. Well, they got into a little argument, and it got kind of heated. But the authorities determined that had nothing to do with the catastrophic heart attack that eventually killed the old man. Distraught, our CEO thought, you know what? This smells bad. I should do something about it. And After Scent was born. Invite an official After Scent witness to the funeral and mention After Scent in your loved one's eulogy for 30% off your next purchase. We all want to smell good, even when we're dead.
You have really got to stop tasing me.
I wish I could let you go. I really do. but you made one too many bad moves. Said a few nasty things, too.
Yeah, what's your end game here, huh? At midnight you go poof. None of this matters.
It always matters. Every year might be the year.
Well, unless it happens within the next 25 minutes, it's not going to be this year.
I know what I'm doing.
No, you don't. Look at you. You're lost. Nowhere to go, and still you're lost.
I got places to go.
Just let us go. Come on, we're exhausted. Look at that. Gordon's so tired he's starting to shake.
I think he's a diabetic.
You know, if you hadn't tased me twice, there's a part of me that wouldn't mind trying to help you. Now look at you. You're starting to evaporate already.
I'm aware.
Oh, alright, you asked for it. I'm calling the cops.
Is that Hal?
Think you could tase me and get away with it? Jake, apprehend that man. I'm calling the cops. Oh, never mind, I need someone stronger. Oh, where's that pin pusher when you need him?
Pin pusher? William, I might have good news. Follow me.
How do I know I can trust you?
Well, what's the worst that can happen? You're already dead.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, now you guys stay where I can see you.
Hal, sit down and have a soda or something. Just relax. It's gonna be alright. I hope.
Hey, where are we going?
Back here.
Oh, I don't like tight spaces.
No, that's alright. Come on. There's nothing to be scared of. Nothing bad can happen to you now, right?
I don't really know.
Here, I'll go first, okay? Just stay close.
You want to clue me in on something here? I don't want to have to bring my taser back out.
Let me know if you see anything weird back here.
What am I looking for?
I don't know, the sound of someone talking or laughing, crying. If you see stuff flying through the air that shouldn't be, just holler, okay?
Yeah, whatever. We're losing time.
Quiet. I feel something.
I do too. It's like a coolness on my skin.
You smell that?
Orange blossoms.
I don't get it. We should at least be seeing something by now. Say your name.
What? Who?
Roni. Talk to Roni.
All right. Hey, Roni. It's William. Yeah, I've been kind of looking for you. Yeah, not in a weird way. I just wanted to, well, see how you been.
You get nervous now?
Don't judge me.
Hello? Who is it? Who's there?
Are you tricking me, kid?
Shh, not me. Talk to her.
Veronica, is that you? It's William. William Bartholomew.
That name sounds familiar. William. My William?
If you'll have me.
Okay.
William, can you see me yet?
I can. Oh, you look so beautiful, Roni.
You look quite dashing yourself.
Oh,
How did you know to find me here?
I've been looking for years. Bowling alley after bowling alley. And somehow I knew this was the one. And I wouldn't have found you if it weren't for this young fella right here. What's your name?
I'm Jake.
Thank you, Jake. You have no idea what you've done.
I don't get it. How did you know she'd be back here?
When I came in tonight, Hal said something about his last pin chaser running out of here scared. I didn't think anything of it at the time. And then I thought, what kind of adult would run out of a bowling alley on Halloween night, genuinely fearing for their life? Had to be someone who just saw a ghost.
You're a good young man.
So, what do you want to do now?
Why don't we just go for a walk? I'd like that.
That sounds good.
Hey, if you two lovebirds don't mind me asking, how old were you when you...
I was 25.
I was 28.
I don't understand.
We seem to keep aging after death. Who knows why?
At least we don't have bladders to worry about. I mean, I don't. Do you?
No.
Nope, no bladders.
All that time looking for each other. That must have been at least,
Hey,
Watch it now.
at least 10 years.
Good boy.
And you never gave up hope?
Jake, if I'd given up years ago, I never would have been able to turn the clock back in this bowling alley. Did I do a good job, William? Did it get your attention?
as a matter of fact, it did. I was about to leave when it happened, and something made me stay. We've only got about 10 minutes left. We should probably get going for that walk.
Don't worry. I see a lot of walks in our future.
Shall we?
I thought you'd never ask.
Goodbye, Roni. Bye, William.
So long, kid.
Thank you.
Well, this feels like a good time to speak directly into my phone. Miles, Tony, future Jake. You just helped two soulmates reconnect. You just brought two ghosts back together. And to think, it wouldn't have happened if my friends hadn't dragged me here. Alright, I know none of you are gonna believe this happened, but I'm telling you, I didn't fake those voices, that really happened. William and Roni walked off hand in hand to go for a walk, and as they were rounding the corner back into the bowling alley, they just vanished. I'm looking at the gate in front of the arcade right now. Those spirit people who have been bowling, those ones with the weird fashion statements, they're still bowling, but I don't smell the cigarette smoke anymore. In fact, everything is back to normal. The flat screens are back. The walls look faded, but modern faded.
Oh, I might have had too much to drink tonight.
No, Hal, don't worry about it. This night's a weird one for all of us.
Hey, is that old guy still giving you a hard time?
No, Hal, he's fine. We came to terms. He left, out the back, the emergency exit. Now I just gotta go over to the The gate's gone. That's right, because it went back to the way things are. How you doing, Tony?
How did you do that? I don't know how you did it, but thank you.
Hey, everybody, let's give this man a free game, shall we?
We close at midnight.
Oh, come on, you can stay open a little longer, Hal. We've been through the ringer. All right, who goes first this time? Jake, you want to do the honors?
Actually, can we just sit for a minute? It's been a night.
That it has.
Hey, could we maybe get some soda?
In a minute, Gordon. Wow, this guy.
Is there anything I can get you, Jake? Maybe a Sprite?
Actually, I wouldn't mind listening to some of those commercials.
Oh, coming right up.
Job shadowing is not for the squeamish at So Long Mortuary in Little Pivots. Our mortician is looking for a specimen who's at least 24 to assist him in his work. It's not as ghastly as you think, it's worse. Keith, the senior mortician, is losing his touch. Mourners are starting to say these corpses actually look like their lost loved ones. When you're selected to shadow Mr. Keith, you'll automatically receive college credit. If you last longer than a week, we'll throw in a toe tag keychain with the word "whoops" on it. We keep telling Keith we're just doing this because he's lonely, but we're lying. Just last Monday, he put lipstick on a credenza and buried it at Sunset Cemetery. We had to tell the police he was drunk. As a quote-unquote intern, you'll even get to write what Keith tells the people who bring in their loved ones. He's very bad at speaking in general, so you may have to weekend at Bernie's it. If all else fails, say some kind words yourself. And whatever you do, keep Keith away from all sharp objects. In fact, if you do well enough shadowing Mr. Keith, we'll even give you his job. We just won't tell him. You can still come in every day, and you can kinda act like he's in charge, but you know you're really the one in charge. It'll be fun, like a game. But please don't ever tell him. He's lost so much in his life. His friends, his family, and his car keys. He's been riding the bus for months. He also owns 78% of the stock in So Long Mortuary. Remember, job shadowing is fun. You'll play with makeup, pick up deceased people's clothes from their relatives for the funeral. You're also invited to the annual cookout. But you will have to talk to the families when Mr. Keith buries another credenza. Hey, even if this doesn't lead to a job for you, we'll give you one of those toe tag keychains and write you a heartfelt apology. Our last intern just sued us. It's not looking good. Apply to Job Shadow Dr. Keith today.
Hey, who's ready to make fun of the dead? It's the Salisbury Open Mic Eulogy Roast. Come to the Good and Greasy Tavern and sign up to make fun of the local comedians who passed away last year. Comedians, this is your chance to tell us what you really think of those comics who gave their friends paid gigs while you sat there sulking with your hard raspberry lemonade and regrets. Hey, if you say it's a joke, you can say whatever you want. The best one-liner of the night wins the chance to headline a gig at the coffee shop down the street. They don't want to hear you, and it'll be brutal. By the end of it, you'll wish you were dead. But remember, you asked for this. The best one-liner will be chosen based on how distraught it makes the dead comedian's friends or family. At the end of the night, we'll be accepting used clothing the deceased wouldn't be caught dead in. The newest open micer will toss this in a bag and dump it in front of the respective comedian's grave. This year's honorees include Richard Dornack. As you all know, Richie was a big fan of jumping out of airplanes. He died crossing the street, hit by a car, driven by a pilot. This stuff writes itself, folks. Then there's Jenna Marie Kohler. Poor Jenna Marie. JM. She dedicated her life to helping those in need, until a homeless person jumped her in an alley and stole her shoes. The worst part is, the guy was sleepwalking. You don't even have to have had a relationship with these comedians. They don't have to have been your friends. You don't even have to know their names. Maybe you just have a thing against comedians, or you feel like talking into a microphone when you have a few too many drinks. Hey, come on up. This is for everyone. Come with your best material. Do your worst. But if you run the light, we get to roast you for 6 minutes. The Salisbury Open Mic Eulogy Roast at the Good and Greasy Tavern. Stick around after the roast for Halloween-themed drinks and Sam Hain Trivia Night.
Okay, well, I did not expect that. I would never put those on the air. But you know what? They're kind of funny, in a way.
What? Is he loosening up? Jake, mark the calendar on your phone.
Okay. Look, just because I'm not the life of the party anymore doesn't mean I don't still cut loose from time to time. This is just who I am now. People change. They still like you guys. You're my bros.
You sound just as lame saying it now as you did back then. What do you think, Jake? Is he still one of us?
I don't even know what I am.
Boy, that's just amazing about William and Roni. How long do you think they were looking for each other?
If I had to guess, maybe about 40, 50 years. 40 to 50 years.
That's gonna be your future, Mr. Fiancé.
I think I'm ready.
That's what they all say.
Miles, you know anything about that Mallory woman? The one who's putting her coat on over there?
Nope, Hal took care of us tonight. Why do you ask?
Could this mean what I think it means? You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. I don't know why I'm still recording, but this feels like it could be a big moment, so... Hey, Mal.
Oh, thanks again for what you did. Boy, if you hadn't stepped up, we'd probably still be trapped. Not that I have any idea what in the world happened here tonight, but none of us do, right?
Yeah, that's true. So, I was wondering, maybe it's just me, but you seem like a decent person. I am usually a decent person.
Are you trying to make this as awkward as possible?
Well, if I said yes, would it make me look any better? Would you like to see a movie sometime? Just the two of us?
What?
Oh, or we could grab dinner.
What are you talking? I don't even know your name. Is that why you came over here? I thought you came over here for your shoes. Well, here, take them. Really?
Huh. Well, that didn't go how I expected. Okay, walk of shame time. So, how'd it go? You got a hot date?
Did you get her number?
No, she wasn't interested.
Oh,
it's fine. You know what? Hey, Tony, that party of yours, when do we have to RSVP by? Well, you still have a few weeks. Why?
Can we RSVP in person, too? Like, now? I want to come to your bachelor party, if it's okay.
Well, yeah, that'd be awesome. Why the change of heart?
I guess I just figured if I don't let anything happen to me, then nothing will happen to me. And if nothing happens to me, then surely nothing good can happen to me. I think I'm rambling.
You can ramble all you want. I'm just glad you're coming to the party.
Oh, this is great. The Three Musketeers, back together.
That was never a thing, Miles.
Well, it was someone's thing.
Thanks for inviting me out tonight, guys. Hey, happy Halloween!
Hey, excuse me. Jake? That's your name, right?
Yeah, Gordon, what's up?
Did I see you ask out that woman who just left?
Yeah, it didn't go so well. Did you want to talk to her?
That's my sister, you pervert!
Okay, can we get this guy some cake?
Hello, Lightkeepers. Thanks for listening to that special Halloween episode of Lighthouse Dark. Season 1 resumes next week. Lighthouse Dark is produced by Travis Corter. Story by Travis Corter. Voices by Travis Corter. Theme song courtesy of EpidemicSound.com. Additional music and sound effects courtesy of EpidemicSound.com and Storyblocks.com. For more info, see the description. Do you have a friend or two who doesn't usually listen to podcasts, but you think they should? If you like what you heard, recommend this one. For all the latest on Lighthouse Dark, stop by Facebook at Lighthouse Dark Podcast, check out our website, lighthousedark.com, and say hi on Twitter at Dark Lantern Pod. Until next time, remember, we're all in this together. Keep those lanterns lit. Happy Halloween! I'm so sorry.
Look at that. Look, doesn't that look like something we stole off a cadaver farm? Well, it's not.